everyone. This is like a dream for me come true to see if I could bring the technology of Chabot College to be of use to us. So that's why we have, you don't see them right now, but we have members online around the world. I wanted to see how far we could stretch around the world so far. I think we saw Pune and South Africa, and I don't know how many other people could join us tonight. People sent presentations if they could not join us. So the goal was is that when I took a look at this opportunity, it turned out that we had about 9 clubs that we had friendship links with. And so I've been trying to figure out how we could really make that work, how we could really have friendship links. So I'm very happy that this is the start. Next year, just so you know, I will not ask you to come at 7 at night. Next year, I've already reserved this space. Plus, I don't know if you see the space over there on the right, but that's an overflow room. So we can have we can have, up to 50, 60 people if we want or more in this facility. And trying to use this technology, which is the first time ever in this special combination that we're doing with a switcher, so it actually allows you to see even more of each other. So you'll see the screen change. So this is what we're going to do. Kenya, our president, is going to come and greet you. And then I'm going to introduce our sponsors and guests that we have for this program. And I have, then we're going to do the friendship group presentations, which means that I have PowerPoint slides for almost all. I think I have 10 PowerPoint slides, just so you know. So we'll try to make it. We don't want to linger too much. I would like to make sure that those people who are at 3 o'clock in the morning get to go back to sleep by 5:30 or 6. So we're going to try to do those group presentations, and then we'll talk about our future plans and close for the meeting.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for coming to our event today. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to our Soroptimist Friendship Link event. I know some of you are wondering, what is Soroptimist? Soroptimist is a global volunteer organization that provides women and girls with access to the education and training they need to achieve economic empowerment. Our name means best for women, and that's what we strive to be, women at our best, investing in other women and girls to be their best. Today is a celebration of our global sisterhood and a wonderful opportunity to connect, share ideas, and foster the bonds that unite us in our mission of improving the lives of women and girls everywhere. Our Soroptimist network thrives on collaboration, and our friendship links remind us that while we may come from different places, we share a common purpose. Together, we exchange knowledge, support each other's efforts, and work toward a brighter, more equitable future for all. I'm excited to see the enthusiasm and energy we all bring to this event, and I know that today will be filled with inspiration and meaningful conversations. Whether you're here in person or virtually, we welcome you, and your presence is invaluable. And it's a testament to our strength of our global Soroptimist family. Let's take this opportunity to deepen our connections, learn from one another, and continue the incredible work we do every day. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to an amazing time together. And we hope that we'll be able to bring more women into our organization. Thank you. So just to show you a few slides of what we've done in Oakland Club, which is the Founders Club as well. So we are the first group. The Oakland Club was the first to ever be founded. And this is an event that we had last year of our friendship event as well, which was hosted in Berkeley, California. So we've done a few things, been able to connect with a lot of women and young ladies around the world, being able to support them in all of their initiatives, and it's been a great pleasure. Oh, you want to say who this is? Nope. Okay. Just showing you guys a few pictures. The Italian group. We just had one member who went to Italy to be able to visit our Soroptimist clubs in Italy as well. So we get to go across the world and we host each other to come and stay in our homes and being able to see what they're doing every day and see how we can bring things back from where they are to create initiatives to help them when they come home. So this is a great opportunity. And this is some of our members from the Oaklands Club. We're a lovely family. I love my club. Thank you.
So one of the things that we initiated this year was sponsorships. And we have 3 sets of sponsors here. And the goal of this was to blend business with our ability to benefit other clubs in other parts of the world. When Nisha came to visit my home last year, she came and stayed with me before the meeting. And she explained to me that we could not provide any help or support to India directly because the Indian government doesn't permit it. So I sat and talked to Benita Sen, and Benita, see if I can put up here you are, there she is, there's Benita. And so we had a conversation, Benita and I, because we tried to figure out how it was that we could help women and girls in India. And so Benita, I will pull up your presentation and you can talk about this, okay? So she's one of our sponsors. All right, can you go ahead?
Yes. Hello, everybody, and good evening. It's good morning from Pune, India. And here I am with Catherine, who's put together a fantastic program that we can all connect. Coming to Benita Sen Weaves, which is the name of my enterprise. It is my journey of discovery of who I am and what I can do for women artisans using the white canvas of textile weaving as a tool for social development and enterprise both. In this organization, we are working with 7 hamlets of weavers spread pan-India, most of whom are women, and we upscale, and try to revive the ancient tradition of handloom weaving. Using contemporary sensibilities in the products that I design, we are coming to the urban populace of India, which is right from the youth going into the golden girls in who are senior citizens. The next slide, please. Okay, so this is a brief sneak peek into the kind of textiles we weave, and they're all hand woven, done on the handloom. It's a dying art. However, it's being revived by a lot of Indians who are working in the arena of textiles and textile development. And that is giving an impetus to the weaving communities spread pan-India. At this point of time, I would like to say that when Catherine mentioned she'd like to support us, I told her that one of the ways my company can help is that the orders we receive from Soroptimists worldwide, we would use a percentage of that money to support program action at our club in Pune, which is the SI Pune Metro East. And that's how we are linked. So this is another glimpse of what we make, and this is the website from which you can log on to. And should you be interested in our products, which I will encourage you to be, support the work of many women artisans in India, and also help us to make an inroad into passing on some of the profits we earn to support program action at our club, SI Pune Metro East.
It's wonderful.
Next slide, please. So this is what I was talking about, and this is one of our products. So thank you everybody for this opportunity, and I hope we can empower many women together. Thank you.
So we didn't just carry this from India to here, we carried it to one of our own Soroptimist members, and that is Notara Lum, who happens to be the owner of an Etsy store. And she has brought some beautiful things. And if you can come up, please, we will, and you can do this yourself, or you can have me do it, whatever you like.
Slideshow, does it play by itself?
It may.
It's a slide, so.
Okay, go. then.
Okay. Hi, I'm Notara. I'm
You
gonna
have
use this, I'm gonna use the step stool too. If the video, I hope it loops because I'm a little behind on the slide there, but I'm Notara. This is a Herculean task that Catherine has put together, get the world together, and all of you that have shown up, it's amazing, at 3 a.m., at 6 p.m., after work, before work. Thank you, everyone who's making the world just a little closer, and we're all meeting together and just getting to know each other as Soroptimists too, and humans. So, but I was introduced to the club by Catherine last year at the event, and I wasn't a member, didn't hear about Soroptimist, didn't know what it was, but I'm happy to be a member and a sponsor this year. Like she said, I own 88 books, and I feature the work of women artists. I met Benita through Catherine, and I sell some of her products, not all of them. She literally can do anything. You ask her if you can make this, that, or the other out of fabric, she can do anything. But I also feature artists that make handmade paper. I try to look for people that are underrepresented in the women that are underrepresented in retail because they're not into opening an Etsy store or going online to open a store. So that's my focus. And I also love color and I love vintage things. So the store, it's called 88 Colors because it's like the world. There's so many colors out there, and we should not be just thinking one color. It's all the colors of the world. And I really want to say to Benita, I want you to all go and feel her scarves and feel the texture. And her tagline is bringing the world together one thread at a time. And it really is. Like, if you feel the textiles from another country, you really can get the idea a little bit of what their world is like and what their culture is like. And when you go there and you put it on, or when you're here and you put it on, that it really takes you somewhere, and that we're not just us in California. There's a whole big world out there. So I really love that about her work, and about just getting together in this evening and just trying very hard to get this program going. So thank you very much. And I encourage people to go onto Etsy, not just to my store. My store is very specific, but Etsy, I think it aligns with Soroptimist because 86% of their sellers are women, and it allows them to do micro to small stores that give them supplemental income, or they open actual brick and mortar stores. So go onto Etsy if you can and just take a look. There are people that are focused on handmade and vintage. So thank you very much.
And there's a beautiful display of what we're talking about at the back of the room. So do take a look this evening if you want to see these products, because they're quite amazing. Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Benita sent a lovely gift, but it has been delayed in the mail, probably because of our election, but I will get you her lovely gift. But I wanted to let everyone know that they're not in the gift bag, but she did send something and it's just a little delayed. So.
And the gift bag was put together by Notara for you. So she designed the gift for everyone to have, and that's what's on the table for you. And she also helped make this is a magnet, the picture of the Soroptimist, the car. She and her partner designed this and put it together. They found this lovely picture. And I am taking, when I go to India, which I will do November 15th to attend the large meeting of the Soroptimists, I am taking these with me as gifts from our club as well. And Notara, you also donate a certain amount of whatever you make from Soroptimists. So yeah, okay. Where's one of my mic people? Time to get I have assigned people to come with mics. This is all part of learning. Okay, so you guys can just hold the mics and then when you need to. Okay. So in the back corner, over there, are the ladies who prepared your wonderful meal today, the pizzas. This is a true collaboration to help through Chabot's DECA Club. Now you see some students here tonight and you see some things on the desktop, and I'll explain about DECA in just a minute. But we're doing collaborations to be able to help our businesses in the area as well. And this was just a natural thing that Sonia was able to immediately invite us out to dinner at her facility, which, as you can see, it's not any ordinary pizza. And that was really very, very helpful to us. And since then, do you want to just quickly come up and tell us some of the activities that are getting planned around the use of her very kind, you would think of Straw Hat Pizza as just another store. This is not just another store.
Hello, everybody. I am Sonia. I own the Straw Hat Pizza on Industrial in Hayward. And we actually do a lot of events. We do fundraisers, and we had open mic night. Sue Joy, our friend here, helped me with that as well. And we do, Wine Wednesdays, all kinds of things. I don't know, we show football and all sporting events, if you guys are into that. But, I'm here if you guys need me, literally down the ways from you guys. I have some business cards there. I'll pass it around to you guys. If you guys ever need anything, I'm here. Thank you so much.
She's got some so when you go over there and look at the other goods on the table in the back, she's got some coupons for you. Okay, so that's very helpful. It's just great to be able to have these kind of collaborations. And if you are a pinball machine fan, she's your girl, because the place is full of all different kinds of games. She's building the infrastructure to be able to do streaming, I think, Sujoy, right? Streaming? Yeah. So it's just a beautiful thing to be able to combine what we're doing with the DECA Business Club. So you've probably seen some of these students around here. DECA students, would you stand up and show yourselves, please? Thank you. So those with mics can run around and people can now announce who they are and what your roles are in DECA real quick so we see you. So we'll start with you, Zach, because you got the mic.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zachary, and I am the current president of DECA.
So we'll find somebody. This is all practice, right?
Hi, everybody. My name is Ana Carrillo, and I am the project management of DECA. So, welcome, everybody.
And my name is George Hallett. I am the public relations officer. Been with DECA for about 3 or 4 years, and it's wonderful to have you guys here and host you all.
Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm the secretary of DECA and a general business major.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Melissa Vea. I'm the vice president of DECA, and it's so nice to see everyone and meet everyone here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Carla, and I'm a DECA member.
Future Soroptimist, by the way.
Hello, everybody. My name is Li Zhenzhao. My English name is Vivi. I'm so glad to hear. And yeah, so thank you.
My name is Jorge, and I'm a DECA member.
Good evening. My name is Emil Brock. I'm a DECA member.
Okay, I think that's quite a number of helpers. And what we do in the DECA Club, you probably see that there's a DECA brochure on your table, just to kind of enlighten you about something that we do at Chabot College, which is that we take the theoretical knowledge that people are learning, and then through this business club, we give people the actual experience. So one of their requirements every year, I'm the DECA advisor for many years now, and one of the things we do is put on an event. So that's why we hosted you through DECA to come here for this event. So there was no charge. So anything we do, we can still be giving all that money to women and girls. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to also give a shout out. So let's see, I do have a slide. Hold on 1 minute. And this is a person is not with us, but I want to talk. Let's see, let me get the slides. So I'm representing a few people tonight. Anybody ever heard of Open Heart, Open Door? Okay. This is a remarkable thing. I'm a member of Rotary, and I can go to any Rotary club in the world and go visit, maybe have dinner with someone. But this is a much more proactive kind of experience. And by that, I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do if you're a DECA member and if you want to join this Open Heart, Open Door. It gives you access to stay with people, to be able to meet with people. You're going to hear about a club meeting that was part of the Friendship Club. You can, even if you're sending your children off to college, you can go find somebody who's in that city. Yes? Oh, DECA, George, DECA is? Distributed Education Club of America. It also used to be called Delta Epsilon Chi, which I kind of like better. But it's been around itself for over 75 years. It is nationwide. This year, these students are going to compete in a conference in San Francisco. And we try to give people that real world experience so that when they go out to get a job, they've practically bonded with what they need to know and they need to do. So everything we do in the club has the purpose of educating them and bringing them forward. Okay, so, and they're going to host the 2025 as well. So this is just part of what we can do for people. So Open Heart, Open Door. Let's see. The person who is currently heading this up is in Europe, and this is an exchange program. And boy, did I have to learn about rules, because in Europe, boy, the rules of privacy actually are effective. And so I had to practically swear on my life that I would only give you applications And so you'll see on the tables applications, you also can get applications if you want or more information. You have to be a DECA member, so you have to, you have to be a Soroptimist member. So you have to have a membership number. But then this opens a huge database to you, which you will not get online because of European privacy. You will get a list, which you can tuck on your own computer, only under, penalty of do not give this list away. Okay, Nisha will talk. Nisha's had a tremendous experience with this. I learned about it from her, and boy, she'll tell you she's done a lot with friendship as a result. She
like that.
Okay, I think we did it. Right. So I want to just go back to that presentation real quickly. So you can learn more about this. It's a great opportunity. Let's see. So let me go to the slideshow. Okay, so you have to apply in Europe. It takes a couple weeks, so you can't expect to get there tomorrow. But it is a really good idea. And when I heard about this, and I spoke with Hetty and the people who are running this, I felt that this was something that would benefit us when we hold our meeting next year, so that we can host people if we want to. We can bring people, give them the experience of coming to the Founder Club. And so that is a big goal of mine. And that is part of why we joined it. Okay, so it's friendship, goodwill, and understanding. Obviously, we want to be very good guests in people's homes. You have several options for how you participate, and it's entirely up to you. There's home hospitality for 1 or 2 Soroptimists. So there are people, and when you sign up, you say, I sign up for this. Like, I might be able to share a room with you, or I can do this or that with what you're offering. So it's not a blanket kind of thing. It's constructed very well. You can get a contact person who will take you around. We've had any number of people, I actually think, in the room, right, who have hosted people from other countries already. Raise your hands if you have done that. Okay. So, and there'll be, what will happen, we'll have a conversation about our latest Italian experience with this. So you can exchange on you can just do something in town, get a tour. You can exchange on just a professional level. You can exchange houses. It costs hundreds of dollars to exchange houses if you've looked at any of the programs that do that. I'm not talking about Airbnb. I'm talking about you can actually, especially in the academic community, people will change for the summer. They'll exchange houses, but to do that can be quite expensive. At this point, it's really a great opportunity. So if I want to go spend my summer in Sevilla, okay, might be able to find a Soroptimist that I could exchange my apartment with, and they could come see San Francisco, and that has appeal. There's a youth exchange program for sons and daughters, nieces, nephews, grandchildren. It's so nice to have a young person be able to get grounded, right, in a city or in a country if it's new to them. So that's what it's all about. The forms are on the table if you just want to take one, or they're at the sign-in desk. But again, I can't do anything to help you because this is privacy rules. So it just means I can hand you this piece of paper. I can highly recommend it. And that's what I did. Okay, thank you. So thank you. And thank you to the Soroptimists who are doing this, because this is, I think, a really wonderful thing and unique. Okay, so now we're going to, I've asked Nisha Ghosh to speak with you. Nisha spoke at last year's meeting. And so she's going to really talk about the essence of friendship inside Soroptimist, because she's certainly an example of a person who walks the walk. Okay, so Nisha, I'm going to give you the floor. Give me 1 second here. I have been given the script, so I know when to change the slides. Isn't that nice? Perfect. Okay. All right, Nisha, it's up to you.
Thank you, Catherine.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everybody, and good morning from India. Thank you, Catherine and the Founder Region, for this opportunity to reignite an important component of our work as Soroptimists. I'm Nisha Ghosh, currently the National President of the India region in the Federation of Great Britain and Ireland. In my 22 years as a Soroptimist, the most enjoyable time has been when I served as Friendship Link Coordinator at SIGBI. By SIGBI, I mean, of course, you understand, for the people not Soroptimists, it is Soroptimist International Great Britain and Ireland Federation. The connections I enabled for clubs and regions, the collaborations on projects and membership were truly memorable, as one of the pillars of Soroptimist friendship is in itself very empowering, evident from the several Friendship Link projects that get honored at annual Soroptimist events. This is where you truly experience friendship without borders. I came across many heartwarming stories, but my all-time favorite is how a friendship link with SI Solihull, a club in the UK, and SI Mold in Norway led to an emotional reunion. The English club had a speaker for one of their meetings, Ellie Soms, who related how her family had escaped from the Nazis and escaped from Norway and came to England during the war. Turns out, one of the members of the Norwegian club, Gerda, was her nanny in those days. What did the Solihull Club do? Invite the members of Mold to England and gave Ellie and Gerda a surprise meeting. Catherine, can I have those? So those are the two pictures, yes. On the picture on the left of your screen is in front of Gerda's house in Mold. And in the second picture, it is that the lady in the black outfit with the beige trousers on the right is Gerda. And this is when they came to England. Next, please, picture. And this is the two reunited, thanks to the friendship link that they had. Thank you. October is a very special month for Soroptimists, for then began a saga of women seeking connections with other women in the spirit of friendship. Friendships blossomed. Catherine, not this slide, please. Friendships blossomed and the organization grew. Women embraced this singular ideal, the bedrock of Soroptimist International. The cooperation that follows, the mixing of and celebration of cultures, the person-to-person contact does more for world peace than official summits, I think. Friendships across borders fosters a global partnership to meet development needs. At micro level, we are serving the sustainable goal of friendship, of partnership. But for me, the most important aspect is the goodwill and international understanding that we can develop a culture of peace to be responsible for the greater community of life and to future generations. My club, SI Pune Metro East, is 15 years old, and as founder president, I've always encouraged the club to extend a friendly hand and experience the international dimension of this organization. At the charter itself, we had 43 international guests from Denmark, Netherlands, Switzerland, Germany, and the UK. So we did start with an international bang. Every year, we have hosted and interacted with Soroptimists from other regions. We have 10 friendship links and with clubs in different federations, and we are perhaps the only club in India that is offered to offered the grant of friendship twice. To make our links stronger, we offered the grants to two of our friendship links, once to two members from SI Truckee Meadows in the US, and the second time to two members of SI Barbados in the Caribbean. Can you show the slide, please? These are the ladies that had come from Truckee Meadows. That is Monica House and Caroline, her mother, also a Soroptimist, and they got a real Indian treatment that at the end, they were all in Indian clothes, saris for the final occasion. So it was so heartwarming to see how easily they blended, because we were also optimists and there were no walls that they had to cross to be friends with us. Can I see the next slide, please? These are the two ladies who came from Barbados, and they are our Friendship Link Club. You can see she also wanted to wear a sari, and we took them to a dance school and they were given a traditional welcome. Thank you, Catherine. Members of my club enthusiastically arranged daily activities of tourist interest, cultural and culinary programs, and other activities specific to our city and region. We also had a group of 11 Soroptimists join us for our 10th anniversary events, after which we took them to a tour of Kerala, a 6-day tour of Kerala. So can you see how we become ambassadors of our club, our region, and our country? And we are Soroptimists, ambassadors of international peace. For our project, Needle Women, which you can see on the screen now in the slides, we created the logo of Sigby on cloth with different stitches from our own members. And at every charter event, at the next charter event, we had visiting guests embroider a stitch adding to the design. So we called it Stitches of Friendship. We had, and at that particular event, we had about 7 people from Japan, some from the UK, and lots from our other Indian clubs. The next slide, please. And every time we had a visitor, we asked them to put a stitch on the design. That is the banner we made. And whoever came was given a thread and a needle, and they would put, even if it is just one stitch, we'd call it Stitches of Friendship. Now, as national president, my tagline is bonding with the best. And I'm ending my tenure next month by inviting 21 international guests for our heritage tour of South India. We will be bonding with the best of sisters because friendship is a part of being a Soroptimist. The next slide, please. Hello.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's the last one that I see.
Oh, then you've used the wrong one. Anyway, this is what it was. My parting piece is, I always believe that the best gift one Soroptimist can give another is the gift of friendship. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Catherine.
I have the great privilege of going to that meeting, which I will do in November. And I'm going to take those magnets with me, the ones that you got tonight, and share them with people. So I'm really looking forward to it. Nisha, and thank you, Nisha, for everything that you do and have done and inspired me and inspired members of our club by what you're doing. And now
thank you.
You're welcome. Now we get to go to talk about Patricia Costello, who has just come back from a trip to Italy, and she's going to talk about one of the one of the things that we did this year. Okay, is this good?
Huh?
Okay, let me give the slide to, and you just tell me when to change the slide.
Oh,
Oops.
okay. Well, I have to go over here.
Uh,
I need to talk over here.
yes, just 1 second. I'll get out of your way, I promise. I promise. There you go.
Okay. Oh, I'll do that. Yes, sure. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first slide.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Okay, so I want to first say that our club began when Cheryl Pansini went to Italy in about, I think it was 2016, and she met some of the ladies, and she invited them to one lady came, Adriana Bazzi came to visit us in the United States, and she started this, the two of them started our friendship link. And so if you can see right here at the very end is Adriana. She's sitting at the very far left on the bottom here. And you might recognize some of these ladies if you went to to our event in 2018, because a whole group of them came to the United States, and they were traveling, and they spent the evening, and yeah. And we had the opportunity to meet them. You might recognize some of these ladies. If you recognize, this is Francesca Tinelli, this is Elena Di Marziani, this is Francesca Poli, and this lady, I know her from just this last visit. Her name is Bernadette, but I don't think you know these other two ladies. So where are we? This is a picture of a park in Milan. So let me explain. This had to do with a project that SI Oakland and SI Milano Fondatore did together. In 2021, the project was called Oasis of the Bees. SI Milano Fondatore donated 37 trees. They were called Malus Evereste, that constitute the circular forest of the park. Okay. Okay. And these were apple trees that were planted to commemorate the 100-year anniversary. Our club donated $500 to this project. This project won first prize of the Dubai International Best Practices Award for Sustainable Development in the category of Urban Regeneration and Public Spaces. This contest was held at the World Government Summit on February 14th, 2024. The prize was promoted by UN Habitat, a program for urbanization. And this is right there. It says BAM, and that means Biblioteca degli Alberi di Milano, and that means Library of the Trees. So this is a big park. And behind the ladies up here, you can see the apple trees. And on the top, you can see a plaque. It says Foresta Circolare, means a circular forest of these apple trees, adopted by Soroptimist International Club Milano Fondatore and Oakland the Founder USA for the 100-year anniversary. So if you go there, you can see that. So that's kind of neat. I click the next one. Okay. Okay, now this is the president, Lucia Barone, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Lucia's project that she launched, because right now I want to talk about other projects that the Italian Club has that are very interesting. And this one was called Learn to Fall. And this was organized in 2023 and 2024 by the Italian Federation of Martial Arts. And they help students in secondary school to fall in a correct and controlled manner. And it was very successful, and it's going to be copied by other schools. And also now the program has begun to help the elderly, so it's very important, as we all know. Okay, next one. Let's see. Okay, now the day that I spent with these ladies, they took me to a museum. This happened to be in Milan. It was a private collection. It was Etruscan art, and this man was just showing us the museum. So they really showed me a good time. The prior picture you saw us in a bar, that was connected to the museum, so we had a good time after the museum. Okay, next one. Oh, this was in the morning. Well, this was unfortunate. It was a rainy day. And it was the only rainy day that I was there in Italy, but hold on. Okay, that's where our apple trees are. I went up into this tower where one of the ladies works, and I was supposed to see a whole view of the Alps, which I couldn't see because it was raining, and the trees, but I could see where the trees were down there. But anyway, that was that. Okay. Oh, and this was us in the tower. And this lady you might have remembered, her name is Delia, the lady right here on the far end. She was in the United States in Oakland in 2018. Francesca, again, that's me, soaking wet. This is Elisabetta. I'll talk about Elisabetta in a minute. This is Marietta, and she is the one who works in this tower. It's a skyscraper in Milan, and it's she works at the Paribas Bank, and she was our hostess, very gracious. This is another Francesca Poli. This is a woman named Cesarina, and this is Bernadetta. A little further back, okay. All right. Okay, and next slide. Oh, that's it? That's all we got? Oh, okay. Well, let me talk. Let me talk a little bit now about other projects that the ladies have that are very interesting. And I think it's important to learn about these because we can learn from each other, and it gives us some ideas. There was another woman, I showed you, Elisabetta, and Elisabetta launched a program called Radio CIA Manzoni, and no, it's not the CIA you're thinking of. It stands for Center of Instruction for Adults. Okay, and so what this is it helps people finish school to get diplomas for people who quit early. So it's kind of, I guess you could say, like our GED, that similar kind of thing. So what happened was the club, SI Milano, created a sound room. And there's a transmission of the radio. They donated transmission of the radio, tools, a speaker, microphone. And also, what the club did in 2023, they began a thing called Soroptimist Cafe. Every Thursday, the Soroptimists exclusively speak about professional work and social themes. So I thought that was kind of interesting because it gives the club a presence, a way to promote ourselves, because that's a problem that we have, that we are kind of unknown in the world. So that was one. Another project that they have, it's called A Room Just for Her. This is to help women who are victims of violence. Few women who are victims report crimes. And so what they've done is they have helped create a special area dedicated to providing a comfortable area where women feel heard. And it encourages women to report crimes. So this was a room at the police department to welcome women who are victims of domestic violence. Okay. I showed you Francesca Tinelli. She's an architect. And another project that they have, it has to do with the jail at San Vittore. And what Francesca did was she created a plan, because it was a plan to have a meeting area in a prison to welcome families of prisoners, to have a play area for the children, a theater area with a stage for special events for prisoners. The plan was given to the prison, they build it, and Soroptimist provides the furniture. Okay. Okay, another project is called Ice Cream Class in Prison. So what they do is they teach the ladies in prison they give them a skill, they teach them how to make ice cream so that when they leave prison, they have a skill. And there are a lot of, I guess, gelaterias, if you've ever been to one. So there are a lot of those in Italy. Okay, another one is called Mobile Angel. Together, SI Milano, together with Soroptimist Naples, Milano alla Scala. There are two clubs in Milan, two Soroptimist clubs in Milan, and Turin. They create a device that's connected to a cell phone in which there's an app that's installed so you can make a quick call to, we'll call them the police, but it's just one button. Like normally we would have 911. It's just easier, I guess, if you're in an emergency, so that's an app that they helped create with these, together with the police. Okay, and finally, this was a This was a project that Francesca Poli had launched since 2018. They've given a scholarship for orphans of women who've been murdered. And these are women who've been murdered by their husbands or boyfriends. It's offered to 3 girls. And the reason they're orphans, well, the mother, of course, is gone, and the father could be in prison or he has committed suicide. And so it's a way to help these girls economically with their studies. So they're very engaged in a lot of projects, but I thought it was kind of inspiring to learn about what they do, and we can share these ideas with our clubs. Okay, thank you very much. Very important. This was given to Elaine when the ladies came in 2016. They all gave us these necklaces. Okay.
Okay, the next group couldn't come, but they gave me a slideshow. So if you don't mind, I will take you quickly through the slideshow. This is the Bristol group. Has anybody been there? Anybody visited with them? They couldn't stay up till 3 in the morning. I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. So, but next year I'll fix that so people will have an opportunity. Oops, go back to this. That's not right. Okay. What do I have of this? Go. Okay, so they couldn't attend, and so they're apologizing. I don't think there's any need to apologize, but this is what they sent us. Okay, and they hope that they would join with us this coming year. So you can see them in England. They like very much the idea of the open hearts, open door. So this meeting is to warm you up to all the kinds of possibilities of things we could do, right? That's what the purpose of this meeting is. And so it's really one of the things that they do. This is the kind of work that they do. They work with Next Link to help with housing for people who suffer from domestic abuse. So they work in projects. And for those of you who are not Soroptimists, a lot of things we do are just work in that arena, the arena which there's never enough money to shelter people when they need an opportunity. And so we try to do what we can to help in that area. So we do this in our own, we've done this in our own club, haven't we? Collecting toiletries. You know, if you go to a hotel or you go somewhere and you get all of these kind of toiletries, we were bringing them all back in suitcases practically, right? From our hotels so that we could give them away to women who were in shelters and who needed to have something that would help make them feel more whole and that they could use. So they have efforts to, and I like this especially, walking in different shoes. So trying to walk in the shoes of another. Does that make sense? To be able to develop your empathy for other groups of people. We kind of do this one, Portia, I think, especially with the shoes for girls, right? We showed it last year, our project with the shoe project for girls, which is an amazing opportunity where these girls get shoes that they wouldn't have an opportunity to pick out, and they have to do a budget and all kinds of things. So these are all really wonderful, fun activities. So there are people who dance together, people who walk together. They're taking care, they're very interested in preserving their rivers and testing the waters and doing different kinds of things that will help with those environmental impacts. So you can see this is a great group. I hope they're going to show up next year in the room with you all, because I think they'd really like to come. And that's it from Bristol. So thank you, Bristol. Okay, and then the next one, they also, let's see. So this is Milton Keys again. People, has anybody been to with the Milton Keys Club? Oh, we have. We just have to get this. They came to us.
Yeah.
When did they do that? 10 years ago or more? Oh, okay. So we have opportunities to keep these friendship links up and to encourage people to come and visit us and us to visit them. So this is what they presented. This says that this was a city that was founded only in 1967, and it's based on a kind of grid system with all kinds of parklands, and it gives an opportunity to start with a tree planted for every single resident. This was one of the first gatherings when they got started. They're showing us pictures of this. And then also one of the members of the royal family was able to join with this group to help sponsor them at a conference in Glasgow. So they do lots of different kinds of work, okay, international work. And I think that that's very much a part of what different clubs do in relationship or association with other countries as well. So if you're there on the third Tuesday of the month, they have their branch meetings. That would be something that would be fun to join. And they do also work with London and the Chilterns region, which meets every quarter. So they're pretty active, I think, in the British Isles. They're very active in what they're doing. Some of their projects, okay. The UK's first school program to raise awareness of forced marriages. You know what a forced marriage is? You're a young person and you're just told who you're going to marry and when you're going to marry, and you're usually just in early adolescence. That's one of the situations, and it's really it's very difficult to break those kinds of traditions. So, and they also do a toiletries project. They help raise funds for a cancer unit at MK University. You'll probably also hear this, women working to help women who have cancer tends to be a real need. Before I came here this evening, I was talking to the group in South Africa, and we'll have a presentation, I think, in a couple minutes from them. And I'm trying to figure out how we can donate all the way to South Africa. So it's kind of interesting. So I asked them if they had PayPal. They said yes. I mean, I looked it up online, and they said they have PayPal, and people give donations. And I'm like, cool. Okay, then we don't have to go spend $50 or $75 and use a SWIFT code, and then have lots of interesting experience with regulators, which certainly can happen. So they really did a bunch of work. They did work during COVID, and they took this I like. They took part in a Guinness Book of World Record attempt with other community groups to gather 102,447 tins of food. Okay, so fun. That's fun. You can, these are things you can do with the Guinness Book of World Records. That could be a fundraising fun challenge. I love all the ideas these clubs have. They have the Violet Awards, and so the Violet Richardson Awards, we also do that. And so this is a mainstay of helping and recognize women who are helping each other. So every Christmas they provide a buffet, they cook Christmas dinner. Something that we do as a group is we always do Thanksgiving, right? And then of course we have our big lobster feed, which is a really nice thing that we do once a year as well. So lots of opportunities to work through. This was a particular kind of campaign to Orange the World to stop violence against women. And they're really about a lot of, just a small group of 20 women, but they do a lot. And we do a lot. And so that's really, it just takes interest and care. And this is one of our friendship clubs. So thank you, Bristol. This was very interesting. Instead, this club had made this brochure about the best practices, the best things that had happened with Soroptimist clubs, and they sent it, but it's 34 pages in color. I could not condense it into what we were doing. There is a copy of it out on the table out there, when you send me your information, if you send me a request for this, I'll make sure that you can get this brochure, because I think it's it's emailable. Yeah, it's not terribly big. I don't know if you can do it on Yahoo, but you can do it on Gmail. That I know. Okay, does that make sense? So I won't be able to. That apparently is not going to come up on this because I'd have to choose. But it's not here. It's at the top. Excuse me. Let's try it. You'll like this. It's just beautiful. Inspirational clubs and their projects. I just think this is amazing. Okay, so here they are. It's 34 pages. I'm not going to take you through all 34, but there are a lot of ideas you can gather here. I don't know if any of you went to the meeting where they used the best ideas or the best practices they had in the Soroptimists of America, and they had some phenomenal ideas for projects and project exchange ideas. So I think we can all use that kind of inspiration. So it just gives you a list of kinds. So here are all these different kinds of projects. So if you want to be inspired, ask me for the 34 page and I'll send you a link, because that's what I promised I would do. Okay, so that's that one. Now we go to South Africa. And I do believe, who do we have that's going to present on South Africa? We just got these today. Is it Kelebugel? Are you on? Are you still on? Did you go to bed? Reb, are you still there?
I'm still here. Kilebogile was supposed to.
I can't hear you if you're trying to talk to me.
Okay, I'm saying Kilebogile was going to present.
Yes, that's what I understood. But if not, well, I got this slideshow today. I thought so, but I can just show the slides if that's what we'd like to do.
You know what? If you could enlarge it to fill my screen, because at the moment you are just as small as the rest of us, and it's very difficult for me to see. I don't know
Okay,
how
so
to
I'm
fill
bringing
my
up the
screen.
PowerPoint. Am I sharing it? Yeah, I need to share it. Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I have to go back to Zoom. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen.
Catherine, this is Carol Dipple. I think how you can resolve it is to turn the camera the camera that's right in front of the yeah, there you go. Good. Okay.
Oh,
is that big enough? Does that work?
Yes, yes.
Okay, take it away.
Okay, thank you, Sister Catherine. We, as Soroptimist, I'm talking from Mafikeng, which is a northwest province in South Africa. We use our talents, our individual talents in this adventure into adulthood. Kilebogile and I have been doing lecturing career management. So what we do is to contact the schools, and then they invite us and we do career guidance. And we also give them a career test where students can be able to complete this test in order to determine the type of careers that are suitable to their personalities. And also because we have got social workers, we also tackle substance abuse. You know what's beautiful? In one of the schools that we went to, excuse me, the student indicated that he went into drugs and he ended up in the streets because he was stealing from home. And in a week, he ended up not eating for 3 days.
Okay, we're not hearing you real clear.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it
better. Better.
Okay. All right. Yeah. in one of the adventure into adulthood sessions that we went to school, one of the students indicated that he went into drugs and he was homeless because he was kicked off his home because he was stealing everything. And then he said, in one week, in one of the weeks that he was on the street, he had 3 days without food and he thought about home. And when he went back home, his mother said, I'm giving you one last chance. And he ended up being clean, going back to school, and we were using him as one of the ambassadors when it came to substance abuse. That's how beautiful, that touched me a lot. And also we talk about self-care, and sometimes we invite nurses to talk to students about puberty and how to take care of themselves. And we also address matric students who would, we prepare them for university life where you don't have your parents to look after you. So that's the kind of things that we do when we talk about adventure into adulthood. Can I go on to the next one, the EFATA, early childhood? Okay.
So this is this one?
Yeah, it's not this one, but let me just talk about it because it's here. This one, we had collected books and we were also offered books by various people. And then we organized to go to these schools where we had arranged them according to the levels of the students. And we also got donated 2 computers where we could share with these schools because their computers were old and they were struggling when they came to type question papers and all that. We can move to the next slide. Sister Catherine? Okay, with this one, we had, there's an early learning center, which we call a FATA. And when these learners graduated from the early learning to start school, we bought shoes for them because they are from a very poor neighborhood in Mafikeng, just on the outskirts of Mafikeng. The parents go near this mine with the aim of getting employment, and not all of them get employed. And that's how the cycle of poverty goes in. And this is the type of assistance that we provide to the EFATA Early Learning Center. You can go to the next slide. In this video,
We're losing you again.
Come again.
Cannot hear you.
Oh, is this better?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
I don't know.
Now you're back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in this video, in this picture, we donated a computer and projector and screen to this early learning center so that the students, the learners, because they are preschool, could be able to see videos and learn a lot. One of the videos that we donated, you can see from the picture, there are 2 gentlemen who were donating their old videos. In one of the videos, there was the Lion King video, and the students, the teachers told us that the students enjoyed it a lot because they could, for the first time, they could see a lion, they could see a kudu and all that, besides the other videos, educational videos that they were there. Thank you. Next slide. Next slide, Sister Kathy.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, this is the same early learning center. You can see the Soroptimist sisters wearing yellow caps or wearing yellow. It was winter, so we put on jackets on top of our yellow t-shirts.
Nice. Next slide.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, with this one, we had raised funds through SISA, that is our national Soroptimist organization. And this is the Signal Hill Disability Unit. These people are disabled and they had been donated big industrial machines and the young ones couldn't use them. So we raised funds and got them 3 machines through our SISA trust. And this was the presentation for the machines at this disability unit. The advantage of that, they ended up making our scarves for our Soroptimist Club, and they are really beautiful. Next slide. This was an event on Women's Day in South Africa. And
Little soft again.
okay. This was on Women's Day in South Africa. And we went on an advocacy against gender-based violence. And you can see, now you can see the golf shirts and the caps that we usually wear when we go on projects so that people can know about soroptomists. And we had a talk with the women that were invited, women and men, because there were some men, but it was mainly a women's event. Thank you. Next slide. And the lady who's appearing here, you can see the scarf that was made by the Disability Center, worn by this lady who is our membership officer in the club. And we also had a peace session.
Okay, still again, problem.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I was saying the scarf worn by this lady was made by the Disability Center. And we also had a day entitled Peace for Women, where we were talking about all the challenges faced by women and what we can do to motivate others and help other women and girls. Next slide. Here at the Disability Centers and at the Disability Center and at the Center of the Blind, we were planting trees so that they could be able to engage in saving the environment. And you can see the ones wearing red are the disabled students. Next slide.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is what the difference that you trying to do in our community.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You are welcome.
I think we have one more, and then I'll have individuals who have not yet talked have a chance to say something, because we have other guests here as well. Let's see if I can go. Okay. So Pune Club, are you, Anjali, are you here?
Yes, I am, and I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go. All right. You're going to wind it up for us here. Thank you. Yikes. Yep, I forgot to share it again. Give me 1 second. Thank you for reminding me. Get back to Zoom. Yeah, here.
So may I begin?
Yeah, just 1 second. I'm trying to share the presentation here. Okay. I think we are a go. There we go.
Thank you, Catherine.
Come.
Good evening, everyone. And it's a good morning from SI Pune Metro East, India. The Global Friendship Meet is a great connector, connecting us as Soroptimists through what we do, our meetings, our partnerships, our programs, and our travels. Today, I would like to showcase our club, SI Pune Metro East, SIP Me, as we call it, in the spirit of friendship, with the idea that you get to know a little more about us. So on the first slide here, we are 25 members coming from diverse cultural, educational, and professional backgrounds, committed to empower the me in us. We empower each other, and collectively, we aspire to transform the community. So, as with friends, we are all connected by purpose. Hence our tagline, me, we, community, connected by purpose. In the screen, you can see our executive team, and there are a lot of talented people here. So we have journalists, we have educators, there's Benita there, who is into business. There's Nisha. We have an advocate. I myself am a consultant into the space of education and e-learning. We have an HR professional from the banking sector. We have Dr. Anupama Sen, who's a pediatrician. And we have an admin head who comes from the aerospace world. So this is just a glimpse of our membership. The rest of them are all amazing women whom I could not showcase here. Next slide, please. What do we do? Our programs, at their very core, are an extension arm of friendship itself. As we work with organizations, associations, and with partners in our project action focus areas of STEM, education, environment sustainability, economic empowerment, gender sensitization awareness, physical and mental health, all of them that come under the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, which bind all of us as Soroptimists. The idea is to educate, empower, and enable women and girls. Next, please. The STEM Education Project for Girls is about knowing and growing indigenous medicinal plants and herbs through multi-level inclusive education and team teaching by our own SIPME educators. We've been able to replicate this project in 2 other schools as well, which is very important because you do a project and you take it into another school and you have the same team moving. There's a lot of resource that we are actually saving upon, and there's a lot that we are able to give. So from end to end, this education project is about biology and botany and right till plantation, which is the environment. So we are at the crossroads and intersection of 2 different areas of environment sustainability and STEM education for girls. Also, under our project called ETC, which is Education to Change, we sponsor deserving meritorious girls for economic empowerment. Next, please. Here's a little glimpse of the STEM education project in a school. In the red, we have students from the Maharashtra Fellowship of the Deaf. And these are students that we wanted to get into inclusive education. And you can see them with students of another school. So here there is peer learning happening. And we've been very fortunate to have partners who've supported 2 schools coming together for this project. Next, please. Under our health and nutrition collateral, we actually went to the Emmanuel Public School, which is a school for the Basti children. Bastis are temporary settlements. Here, we unravel the secrets of nature, fruits and nutrition through talks, pop-up quizzes, and interactive sessions to complement the teaching faculty which is there and not so empowered themselves. Next, please. You can see here in the slide, our PAC, which is the Program Action Chairperson, Dr. Anupama Sen. She is a pediatrician herself, and she is being seen here in action, giving the girls a talk on balanced diet, menstrual health, and hygiene. So there's a lot of awareness that is happening within the club to spread education on different fronts. Next, please. We have artists among us. Our artists and social workers from our membership engage cancer patients in monthly workshops that they conduct at Vishranti. Vishranti means a resting place. This is a hospice that offers free treatment for cancer patients, adding smiles in their lives. So here you can see the Festival of Lights is going to come in the next week. And they've already made these very decorative diyas. They've also done some tea light candle stands. So the women there who are actually patients coming for chemo and radiotherapy have some time, and they are they're able to engage themselves more productively. And we do find that they're very happy and they look forward to our members going there. Next, please. Like all other clubs, we also have our own outreach programs for elders in society. And fundraising has actually enabled us to support many of the projects that we wanted to do for the elders. One such project that is seen here is the support that we have been able to give Sahara Old Age Home, where SIPME supported Sahara Old Age Home patients with mattresses for all the 15 elders who are in this small little old age home. You can also see Benita here, who's given contribution from her side through, as you've already seen, she has her own business enterprise, and then she is in a position to do some contribution. So that's really welcome when members also pitch in and enable us to do our projects better. Next, please. Okay, so over the last 15 years of our existence, we have focused on gender equality through various actions. Nisha has been heralding this particular collateral for years. Seen here is actually a glimpse of our PAC, Dr. Anupama Sen, who is actually in connect with the Kaveri group of institutions where you have students, senior boys and girls who are just getting out of schools and into junior colleges. These students require gender sensitization, maybe because it's not happened at their homes, and maybe because it's not part of the education curriculum here so far. So seen here is a glimpse of the gender sensitization awareness program for senior boys and girls by our own expert trainers who are members again in our organization, who've conducted in-house train the trainer programs for members like us. And then we go and spread awareness on gender equality. Next, please. Yeah. So like all other SI clubs, we also celebrate the international days. We mark them, we observe some. And here you can see a glimpse of the International Literacy Day, where we went to an underprivileged school because the school is not getting funds from the government. And we have gone and addressed them on, innovative approaches to teaching and learning, 21st century skills. which are part of the national education policy. So that's just a glimpse for you. Next one, please. So here are some glimpses of some of the days which we observe. And we call, guests and speakers who've come from, areas of their expertise to come to these schools, and they volunteer their time. So this one is one on mental health, which was done on Mental Health Day. That was the 10th of October, very recently, and it was on anger management techniques. The guest speaker here has just returned after her PhD from USA, and very kind of her to come and be part of our session for that day. Thank you. The next one, please. When our members travel, yes, they meet Soroptimists from across the globe, and we benefit through the exchange of ideas and knowledge through our meet and greet sessions. Very recently, Nisha Ghosh, our former and founder president, visited 2 clubs in Finland and 3 in Italy, and all this in a span of just a month during her travels. She came back and enriched us with interesting stories of programs that Soroptimists do from these regions. So it's a great learning to grow and growing to learn experience that we have, actually felt because of these interactions that our members have with, the other clubs around the world. And of course, I had a wonderful opportunity to meet so many empowered women, as you can see on the slide. And these are all Soroptimists of SI Oakland, the founder club, on 6th of October. It happened to be my birthday, and they did a wonderful celebration at their home. I was very deeply touched by the meticulous planning, the execution, and the interaction that we had there. I have returned back to Pune just 2 days ago with some great ideas on how to take our club forward through my interactions with them. Today is the 25th of the month. It's the Orange Day. We are going to celebrate it, and mark it as an Orange Cafe. And I'm going to share my experience there as well. In the past, we have enjoyed the support of some of our friendship links for our program initiatives. In the future, we look to forging ahead, collaborating with all who, as our friends, will walk the talk together with us to make a positive difference to the world of women and girls. Next, please. Thank you, Dr. Catherine, and all of you wonderful women in SI Oakland, the Founder Club, for this great opportunity to connect us with Soroptimists from across the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Let's see, there are a few people who have not spoken up yet. Where are my mic people? Okay, if you have not spoken up, can you introduce yourselves, please? Let's start at least with you over there. Okay. Nobody gets out of here without speaking. This is the teacher talking.
Hello, everyone. This is my first time coming to this event, and I had a really lovely time learning about what each chapter has been doing to uplift women and girls. I work at Chabot. I'm an outreach specialist for Applied Tech and Business. And I hope to, still be connected and see what else y'all have planned up for this year and next year. So thank you.
I'm not going to call you out by name. Melissa?
Okay, I figured if I looked small, nobody would notice me, but apparently I didn't get away with it because I speak all the time to my students. I'm very happy I was invited to this. I have never known much about this process and program. I've learned amazing stories. I had no idea it was national wide. That is just amazing because there are so many women who need support all over the world, not just here in the US. And to tell you a little bit about myself, I am a business instructor here at Chabot College. So I'm a teammate of Catherine's, and it is a pleasure to be here with you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shanti Baker. I come from the El Cerrito Club. This is my second friendship event. I'm very international and interested in everything that we can do for all the people of the world as we gather together as Soroptimists. So thank you very much, Catherine.
I'm Sue Yazel, Vice President of Soroptimist International El Cerrito Club. And Shanti and I both really wanted to come again this year because we have older members in our longer term members, in our club who have traveled, who know people internationally, and who've had a lot more involvement with Friendship Links. And we get these mystery cards from Kasumu and from Japan and things that we actually finally met one of the people who sends the cards from Japan. And we've met on video one of the people from Kasumu, and we'd love to see more of it.
No problem. Thank you. My name is Noah. I'm a supporter. Thank you, Dr. Catherine, for inviting me. I'm one of Catherine's students, and I love international traveling, and I love supporting women and girls. I have a daughter, and I have a mother, and my mother was a single mother and an entrepreneur herself, and I'm a entrepreneur myself, and I've lived in Japan for 3 years. I've traveled in Milan and in a lot of places. So I love international traveling, and I love business, and I love supporting women. So thank you.
Okay, Delphine, yes, but go ahead. Let's finish this. Delphine, we'll get you 1 minute. Keep going. Go ahead. So is that everybody? No. Portia is our membership person. She brought with her some applications.
Well, actually, Catherine, I didn't because they're online. However, if there's anybody in this room or if you know of anyone who is interested in joining the Oakland Founding Club, please see me and I'll hook you up. And thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
I want to give a shout out to Patricia, who did the beautiful designs that are on our tables. Patricia Walker.
Yes.
Her artistry wants to speak for itself. Okay. Delphine, let's see. Do we have a view of you? We have a picture of you. This one? Right over there on the end.
Good morning.
Morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Dr. Catherine. I'm so excited to see everybody. I visited the Auckland Club some years back, and through the Auckland Club connected us to El Cerrito. And I'm so excited to see some members from El Cerrito in the room. And I want to report that we received the Days for Girls kits this month from El Cerrito for a school in Kisumu. And when we were having the same project with Auckland, it got the Best Practice Award in SIE, that is SI Europe. And we've also had an education project with El Cerrito where they're currently sponsoring 2 girls. And Auckland previously also sponsored quite a number of girls, and about 4 of them have already graduated and are now economically empowered and giving back to their communities. These projects, we have 41 girls, and this October, the project earned the Best Practice Award in the Danish Union. So Thank you so much for the gift of friendship. Unfortunately, I could not send my my slides for presentation because I thought it was so late. But I'm so happy to be part of this. And thank you so much for the invite. And thank you for this opportunity. I'm so excited to see all of you and members of Auckland, members of El Cerrito, and I'm very inspired by the wonderful presentations. Thank you for the gift of friendship.
Delphine can hear me, but we have shown the video that you sent to us.
Microphone.
Okay. Delphine, I just wanted to say that we have shown the video that you sent to us of the 2 girls we sponsored and the school that you run and the place we send the Days for Girls kits. And we've had people have just enjoyed seeing that video so much. Thank you for making it come to life for us.
Colette, did you have anything to say? No, she can hear me. Colette? Not sure she can hear me. Carol, did you want to say something? I'm just going through all the pictures here.
Oh, sure. Thank you, Catherine, so much for doing this. I'm just so excited that you kind of took the reins and leadership of our new Friendship Link organization within our club. And you're doing an amazing job connecting with all of them. I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud of all of us collectively as Friendship Link members, all clubs, to hear about everything that you're doing. It's amazing. Thank you.
More to come. More to come. We did miss Annecy France. I don't, we have a French club that we have a connection with, but I did not get them in time for this meeting. But by next year, hopefully it will just grow and grow. I don't see any barriers to it. I just think that we need a world of friendship. That's what we need. We need a world of friendship. So is there anything else? Otherwise, I didn't quite make it. It's 7:45, but I tried. I said 7:30. So please, oh, is there still a hand up? Oh, Rev, do you have something to say?
Yes, Sister Kathy.
Yes.
I just need to indicate, I didn't, in the slide, we didn't include our cervical cancer project. We live in a community that is very underprivileged, and they go to the public hospital. So this year we concentrated on cervical cancer patients, and we have embarked in making comfort packages for them. We deliver every week or every second week, depending on how many patients will go there for the week. So you will find that they don't have food for the day that they spend there, and sometimes they have to overnight to be sent to centers where they'll get chemo or radio treatment. So we'll prepare some food packages like fruit, water, fruit and nuts, and other things. And this Saturday we'll be having a fundraising dinner, and so that we could be able to help them for a longer time and some more, because also the place where they'll be waiting for the transport to take them in the early hours of the morning, you'll find that it's not conducive because it's just your normal public service chairs. And we plan to make a comfortable place for them. So we are just waiting for facilities that they are going to open so that we can get them some comfort sofas and make coffee station and provide it with things like coffee, tea, and maybe some biscuits. So that's why we are doing this fundraising dinner on Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you. So it was suggested that we take a look at the chat. If there's anything here. I'm trying to figure out how to get money for this project, as you know. So that's why I was talking about PayPal tonight. Because they have reopened. I work as a financial advisor, so I live in the world of you better be really careful with how you send money anywhere. Okay. And they've just recently reopened a lot of doors. So I'm trying to see what's possible. If I can do it, then anybody can do it because the regulations are so onerous for me. Really are. So let's see. Is there anything here that you want to call attention to?
Just looking through the chart.
Okay.
Jump to the bottom.
Just jump to bottom. Says, okay. What did who? For send me an email. Remind me, and you'll get it from me. That's easy, right? I'm an advocate, so, but I that's all I can do. Then you have to write yourself. Okay, so anything that you saw tonight that you wanted, this is video, this has been videoed, this will be prepared and put up on public television where it'll be accessible anywhere in the world. So this information will be available to people to know about Soroptimist. That's one of my goals. We have a public television channel here. Sujoy Sarkar, you haven't said anything, but this is our television station manager spending his evening with us.